Hi everyone, I am Dianne. I am a GKS U 2023 scholar, and for today's video, I'm gonna go through the new Global Career Scholarship application guidelines for the undergraduate degrees. And so, I have my laptop here, and let's start. Okay, so this is the program objectives. The Global Career Scholarship is designed to provide international students with opportunities to study at higher educational institutions in Korea in pursuit of academic degrees, which will enhance international education exchange and deepen mutual friendship between Korea and participating countries. So before, it was called Korean Government Scholarship Program, which is the KGSP, and now it is called the JKS, Global Korea Scholarship. And so here are the degree programs for the undergraduate. This is the associate degree, and then there is the bachelor's degree. For the associate degree, it's a 1 year of Korean language program plus 2 to 3 years of degree program. And in the bachelor's degree, it's a 1 year of Korean language program plus 4 to 6 years of degree program. The application tracks, we have the embassy track, which is there's a general and overseas Koreans slot. Also for the university track, there is a UIC, regional university, and associate degree. The quota are 60 for UIC, 86 for regional university, 30 for associate degree. For the embassy track, the subtotal is 86. So the total that the NIIED will get from all over the world will be 262 scholars. So in here, it says that the academic programs offered during evenings like night school, short-term programs, online and distant learning programs are not applicable in the scholarship program. So here are the available universities for the embassy track. There is the type A. The type A is usually the top universities, also the universities in Seoul. The type B are mostly the universities outside Seoul, but it doesn't mean that the type B is not a good school. Also for embassy track, 86 scholars. And then here, university track, these are the schools available for UIC. And then for regional, these are also those schools. And for associate, there is only 3 universities that you can apply to for the associate program. The next here is the embassy track quota. So I'm from the Philippines, and it is only one for the general quota, which means it's going to be really competitive since it's only one. Okay, and the next one is the university track. This is the quota for the University Industry Cooperation Program. And total of 60. In the UIC program, it doesn't matter from which country you are from. You just have to compete for the university slot. Whereas for the university track, you have to compete with the people from your country and also people from other countries. So in the Philippines, we have 2 slots. And then for associate degree for the Southeast Asia, we have 8 from 11 Southeast Asian countries. And the next, the eligibility, applicants' parents or legal guardians must hold citizenship from another country other than Korea. If this doesn't apply to you, you don't have to worry about it. And next is the level of education. For the level of education, this is for people who graduated or are expected to graduate from a high school or from an associate degree program, which means that if you already have a bachelor's degree in your home country, or in another country, you cannot apply for the JKSU anymore. However, if you have a bachelor's degree, you can apply for the JKSG, which is for master's or PhD. And if you are someone who is expected to graduate, you need to submit the graduation certificate by December 31, 2023. This one last time it was February 28, but now it has changed. So, for the people who will apply from the Philippines, if you are still a graduating student, you need to apply after graduation. And then the cumulative grade point average that is required must be on an 80% on a 100-point scale or be ranked within the top 20% within the class. For the CGPA, this is like a very confusing part for Filipinos, but in our country, for the high school, it is usually on a 100% scale, so we don't have to convert it anymore. So if your CGPA is on a scale that is accepted by the NIIED, you don't have to convert anything anymore. Age must be under 25 years or born after March 1, 1999. All applicants must have no grounds for disqualification, like criminal history for overseas travel. And health, all applicants must be in good health, both mentally and physically, to study in Korea for the full duration of the program. So this one is very important because living here in Korea is not going to be like a happy moment every time. Like, there are some challenges like how to budget your money. Also, you cannot be like healthy all the time, like physically, and there's no one to take care of you, unlike in your home country, like you have your family and such. So this is something to really note in your mind if you're gonna apply. Okay, restriction. Here's the restriction. A person who graduated from an online curriculum arranged by a Korean school or university, or a person currently in their final year at a Korean high school or a Korean university cannot apply. Also, people who had previously received a scholarship for a degree program from the Korean government is not eligible to apply. A previous or current JKS scholar who are currently in have completed a JKS associate degree program. Also, a JKS scholar whose scholarship was cancelled after the enrollment, and many more. You guys have to read this thoroughly because I will not read everything. Duplicate applicants in here. People who have passed first round of selection, including backup candidates, cannot apply again through the university track. This one, for the first round of selection, if you got accepted in the embassy track, you should never apply to the university track, because once you pass like the final round of the embassy track and then they see that you also pass the university track, they will forfeit the scholarship because you did it 2 times. So this one is very tricky, and you should only apply to the university track once you failed the embassy track. And this one is very tricky, so if you have questions about this one, you can leave it in the comment section below. Okay, so next, university track applicants must apply to only one program among UIC, regional university, and associate degree program. Each applicant must apply to one university and single department. So here it says that it will be cancelled if found afterwards. Applicants must check additional restrictions or eligibility set by each degree university. Okay, so this one is the application and selection. This is the part that you should really know because this is the timeline for the application. It will start this month, September, And then for October to November, it will be the passing of the documents plus interviews. And also for December, it is where you will know the final round. The final announcement is by early January. Last time it was December 30 for us. It is each applicant's responsibility to check important notices posted on Study in Korea website. NIIED do not inform applicants individually of each round of selection results, although they will inform about the final round when they will send the letter of invitation. But usually the school also informs, but as an applicant, you have to keep on checking the Study in Korea, and I guarantee you guys that there will be so much waiting time for the scholarship. For the documents to submit, you can also see this in the application form, the checklist one. So here are the documents to submit. Okay, let's go through this so that it will be in one video. So first, the application form, you will fill it out with your name, etc. Personal statement, there's also an instruction for the personal statement, also the study plan. For the one letter of recommendation, before it was 2, but for our batch it was only 1, 2, so it's good that it's only 1. And then next, the applicant agreement, the personal medical assessment, and in here the proof of citizenship, applicants and parents, and proof of family relationship. In ours, in the Philippines, our PSA birth certificate, it also has our parents' nationality. Therefore, it is okay for us to submit only our birth certificate because our mother and father's information of nationality is already in there, plus also ours. So what I do is, at the top part of this apostille document, I label it into 7. Number 7, proof of applicants and parents' relationship. And the next one is the high school graduation certificate. So this is very important why us Filipinos have to apply when we already graduate, because if we apply now and we're still in grade 12, we cannot submit the certificate of expected graduation that supposedly has to have the word that will graduate in December 31, 2023, and we cannot have that. And so next is the academic transcript of high school curriculum. This one is the form 137. Next is the graduation certificate of associate degree program. This is only required for people who have an associate degree. Next is the academic transcript of associate degree, also only for relevant applicants. Proof of overseas Korean document. If this does not apply to you, the numbers 10 to 14, then you don't have to submit it. The next number that you will have is number 15. Number 15 is the score report of valid TOPIK original or English proficiency test copy. This is optional, but you will have points, plus points, if you do this. Also the copy of awards and other certificates, etc. You can submit copies of it. You don't have to submit the original because you cannot take it back. Also number 17 is the applicant's passport or copy, required for relevant applicants. So if you still don't have your passport yet, then you should not put the number 17 in your paper. I think they will understand it. And the next, the document preparation for application. It is just the same from what I said earlier. So this is also one difference for the embassy track and university track. For the embassy track, we have to submit 1 original documents plus 3 additional photocopies, like simple photocopies, like the black and white. It can be the black and white, although the colored one is better. And for the university track, we have to submit only one original documents. That's why I applied to the university track. Documents written in a language other than English or Korean must be submitted with a certified translation. Obtain apostille or consular confirmation on either the original document or the certified translation. If your country belongs to the member countries for the Apostille Convention, submit your required certificates with apostille. So this one applies to people who have their countries as member for the Apostille Convention. Example, for the Philippines, that's why I submitted all of my documents with an apostille by the Department of Foreign Affairs. You should take note of this, guys. Like if any of the required documents are not submitted, or application forms that are submitted without the applicant's signature, his or her application documents may be excluded from the evaluation. So before submitting it, please be sure to have your signed and check it many times. Let other people check it, or let your friends check it. Let everyone check your paper to be sure that this is complete and everything is there. You can see all applications submitted to NIIED will not be returned in any case. Therefore, you should not submit the original documents. So if you can, ask for your school for the certified true copy, then that would be better. If a university requires additional documents like portfolio, this is for people who will apply for art majors, or like if you apply for music, usually they will ask for a portfolio or an audition file. So if you can ask the university what they need, then you have to directly submit it to the university. So if you apply with an expected graduation certificate, then you must submit a graduation certificate or a degree certificate by December 31, 2023. So here are other instructions when submitting the documents, guys. So I hope you guys read it. How many pages is this? Like, you have to read it like at least 5 times. Before, they have given prior notice that for the 2024 GKS selection, they will be giving points for language proficiency test. So for the topic level 5 or 6, if you have that would really help your application so much. You can get 100 points for it. So this one, the evaluation preference, this is very important, and I noticed that other people don't really read this part. You can see here like the preference on how the NIIED picks the scholars, and other people don't put this in their mind. Like, it's already in here, like how to win, how to pass. So okay, let's read this. Overseas Koreans, applicants from low-income families or underprivileged background, applicants who submit a high score of English proficiency test, applicants who applied for a natural science and engineering department in a regional university, and then for the relevant associate degree applicants, winner of a national level competition on technical skills. So for example, you apply to like an associate degree majoring in cooking or something like that, and then if you had joined like a cooking competition, then if you put that on your paper, then the NIIED will recognize you more, since you already have like that level of like acknowledgement in that field, or at least just a little bit, but they will still acknowledge that. So the final announcement, here's the embassy track. Okay, final successful candidates will receive invitation letters and guidance on entry from NIIED. If a final successful candidate wishes to withdraw from the program after the final announcement, he or she should submit a signed letter of scholarship renunciation. So guys, if you apply for the scholarship, please don't withdraw unless you have like the reasons for it. Final successful candidates who have Korean residence visa may not be able to receive a new visa for their Korean language program or degree program in Korea. So if you are already in Korea and you will apply here, entry airfare will not be provided anymore if you are residing in Korea by the time of the final announcement. So if you are in your home country and then the final announcement came, then the NIAD will pay for your plane ticket. Easy as it sounds. Check applicable laws and regulation. This is so important once you already passed the scholarship. Final successful candidates must fully familiarize themselves with immigration and residency laws, academic regulations of NIAD and each academic institution. So in here, one thing that is like a culture shock for me, like the scooter in here needs driver's license. So as much as easy as it looks, I was like, it didn't make sense for me, but that's their law. So we have to familiarize and know it. So just don't ride the scooter. Information. Okay, so this one, applicants who submitted TOPIK level 5 or 6 will be exempt from a Korean language program. Those who received TOPIK level 5 or 6 within the first 6 months of the Korean language program will be exempt from the remaining 6-month language program and must start their degree program in the following semester, which is September 2024. So for me, I didn't pass the level 5 or 6 within the 6 months. So currently, right now, September, I'm still going on with my year-long Korean language program. So it's still okay because I can like prepare more before starting the university. You don't have to be fast-paced and everything. So here is the scholarship benefits. Settlement allowance, monthly allowance, Korean proficiency grants, degree completion grants, medical insurance, and the language training fee, tuition. So for the undergraduate students, we will receive 900,000 Korean won per month. But on the first month, once you have processed your alien registration card plus bank account, you will receive 1,100,000 won, including the settlement allowance. So please take note that the allowance might be delayed when you come here for like a month because you will apply for the registration card and it will take 2 weeks, and then for bank account sometimes it will take 1 day, sometimes 2 weeks. So more like 1 month delay of allowance. You have to bring allowance good for 1 to 2 months, but in my experience it was like a 1 month. I had to bring a 1 month worth of money, but only to buy food for weekends because our dorm has food during the weekdays. Also, if you receive level 5 to 6, you will get 100,000 additional every month. After graduating, you will also receive 100,000. An important notes regarding scholarship benefits, aside from the first two, if a GKS scholar withdraws from the scholarship within the first 3 months after the enrollment to their university, one must return the full scholarship amount that he or she has received after being selected as a GKS scholar. So if you give up for the first 3 months, if you become homesick or sick, etc., you would have to pay them back. So this one is the contact information. Okay, and the other useful websites. Here's also the GPA conversion table. I've already talked about it earlier. And this one is the contacts of Korean embassies and the contacts of the university staff. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys understood the guidelines as I read it with you, and I hope you guys also read it another time, or once more, or twice more, or thrice more, so that you will easily understand the guidelines. And I think one thing that is very important in order to pass the scholarship is to read the guidelines. Like what I've said, their preference is already in the paper itself. So if you guys don't read anything from the guidelines, and it's gonna be like hard. I mean, it's not gonna be super hard, but you know, it's very beneficial if you know those things that they already put in there. Also know about the important notes and whichever things that applies to you. And after that, you can also check the application forms in order to know what to put in the personal statement and study plan. And I hope to make a video for personal statement and study plan, also for the interviews soon. And I hope if you like this video, you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And see you in my next one. Bye! Annyeong!